This coffee house doesn't just sell coffee. It sells a reason to stay a little longer. Millions of people treat this room like a second office, without ever signing a lease. This company is worth tens of billions of dollars today.
The secret was never the beans. It was the room built around them.
One salesman's trip to Italy quietly planted the idea for an entirely new kind of American cafe. This is the story of how a small bean shop became a place the whole world learned to call its third place.
How does a cup of coffee that costs pennies to make sell for several dollars again and again?
Most coffee shops sold a quick transaction. This one sold a reason to stay.
So what is the hidden formula behind this quiet, deeply habitual empire?
To understand the answer, we have to go back to a small bean shop and a curious salesman's visit.
In the early 1970s, a small Seattle shop sold quality roasted beans, but nowhere to sit and drink them. Its founders were passionate about quality beans, but had little interest in building a cafe chain.
A young sales representative noticed this small shop was ordering an unusual number of drip machines.
In 1981, that curiosity led him to fly across the country and see the small shop for himself. He was so impressed by the quality of the coffee that he joined the small company within a year. A business trip to Italy in 1983 introduced him to something the small shop had never offered: a place to sit. He watched strangers linger, talk, and treat the cafe like an extension of their own living room. That single trip planted an idea that the small Seattle shop's founders weren't ready to embrace.
He pitched turning the shop into a full cafe, serving espresso drinks, not just roasted beans.
The idea was gently but firmly turned down. The shop's founders wanted to stay focused on beans.
Instead of giving up, he left to start his own coffee bar, built entirely around that Milan-style experience. In 1985, his own coffee bar opened, quickly succeeding by giving customers exactly what he'd seen in Italy. Within a couple of years, that small coffee bar had expanded into several thriving locations of its own. In 1987, with investor backing, he bought the original small bean shop and its name outright. He merged both companies under the original name, finally free to build the cafe experience he'd imagined.
By 1989, the company had grown from fewer than 20 stores to more than 100.
In 1992, the company went public, and its rapid national expansion truly began.
Within a decade, the Smalt Seattle shop had become one of the most recognized coffeehouse brands on earth. Growth alone doesn't explain the loyalty. Something deeper was being built into every cup handed over. A simple name written on a cup quietly turned an anonymous transaction into something personal.
It wasn't about the drink alone. It was about feeling recognized the moment you walked in.
The same custom order, made the same way, every single time, became its own quiet promise.
That same feeling of belonging from a small Italian cafe scaled into a worldwide chain of living rooms.
He reportedly insisted every store feel less like a chain and more like a neighborhood gathering spot. And because every location felt intentionally comfortable, customers began treating it like a second home.
And a feeling like that doesn't need billboards to keep bringing people back.
Repeat visits here consistently outpace almost every other retail food and beverage brand.
Its real advertising is the quiet ritual of the cup,
carried in someone's hand every single morning.
Here is the concept that changes everything. Build a place that's neither home nor work, but both. Most coffee sellers optimized for speed. This one optimized for comfort and lingering.
Store locations are chosen with the precision of a real estate strategy, not just foot traffic alone.
Clustering multiple stores close together seems inefficient, but it keeps the brand impossible to avoid.
Every small, personal detail is designed to make a mass-produced drink feel handmade, just for you. That same comfortable design repeats in nearly every store, so any location instantly feels familiar.
That consistency, repeated across tens of thousands of stores, quietly built enormous brand trust.
This company treats every cup sold as an invitation to stay, not just a transaction to complete.
Every cup sold is really just the entry ticket to a much larger, quieter invitation to stay. And because staying feels welcome, customers happily return again and again throughout the week.
It's a complete reversal of how a coffee company was ever supposed to compete.
But this comfortable design alone doesn't explain everything hidden behind this quiet, loyal following.
A simple loyalty app quietly became one of the most powerful tools in the entire company. Every purchase quietly earns points that can feel almost like a small savings account. Collectively, customers hold hundreds of millions of dollars in unspent balance on that app at any given time.
That balance functions almost like an interest-free loan, quietly funding day-to-day operations.
Store layouts are quietly redesigned around how many customers now order entirely through their phones.
Even the specific lighting temperature and background music are chosen to keep customers relaxed, not rushed.
Good morning, we have your usual ready. Personalized customer names on cups and orders quietly turn strangers into recognized regulars.
Regulars often gravitate to the exact same seat, quietly turning a public space into a personal routine. Limited seasonal drinks quietly turn a simple beverage menu into a yearly calendar worth anticipating.
These aren't accidents. They are deliberate, hidden design choices built into every visit.
The exact same order, made the exact same way, quietly becomes a small daily anchor of stability. Familiar faces, seen at the same time each day, quietly build a small sense of community. For some, the small ritual of ordering becomes a quiet marker of the start of every single day.
This isn't manipulation in the traditional sense. It's consistency people have learned to genuinely rely on.
Because the company only wins long-term if customers feel like this really is their own third place.
That's a rare kind of emotional loyalty in food and beverage retail, and it's incredibly hard to copy.
Competitors can copy the menu. They can copy the seating. They cannot easily copy decades of earned familiarity. And familiarity, once earned at scale, becomes the ultimate business moat.
Let's break down exactly how the money actually flows through this empire.
The overwhelming majority of revenue comes from company-operated and licensed store sales.
North American stores remain the largest and most profitable part of the business by a wide margin.
Licensed locations inside airports, grocery stores, and other venues extend the brand without full company investment.
Packaged coffee, bottled beverages, and grocery products extend the brand into homes that never visit a store.
In fast-growing international markets, joint ventures and partnerships help the brand adapt to local tastes.
Each new membership tier builds one more reason to keep every purchase inside the same loyalty ecosystem. It's not one coffee house. It's an entire ecosystem built around a single familiar cup.
And every single piece reinforces the same simple promise: a familiar, comfortable place wherever you are.
This is a business model most competitors have tried and struggled to fully replicate at the same scale. But no empire grows without serious challenges along the way. A growing wave of store-level union organizing challenged the company's traditional labor relations.
Slowing sales at existing stores forced repeated rounds of strategic soul-searching over the years.
Smaller independent cafes and new competitors offered a more local, artisanal alternative in many cities. A growing shift toward drive-thrus and mobile pickup quietly challenged the original in-store experience. Even loyal customers began asking whether the third place still felt like a place worth lingering in.
New leadership responded with a renewed investment in comfortable seating and the original cafe atmosphere.
And yet, through every challenge, the underlying emotional connection kept the business remarkably resilient. Now, this empire is quietly rebuilding itself around the original comfort that made it famous. Smarter mobile ordering and personalized recommendations aim to make every visit feel effortless again. Renewed training programs emphasize craft and connection, not just speed of service. Bringing back ceramic mugs for those staying in store quietly signals a return to slower, intentional moments.
Renovated flagship stores keep opening to showcase the renewed focus on comfort and community.
For longtime regulars, years of orders have quietly become a small personal history of their own routines.
The empire isn't just surviving the future. It's quietly building itself to define it.
But the biggest lesson here has nothing to do with coffee at all. This company proved that selling a feeling of belonging can outlast selling a product alone.
A sense of belonging, built patiently into the structure of a business, becomes almost impossible to replace.
The lesson isn't just for coffee houses. It's for anyone building something meant to feel like home.
Sometimes the fastest way to grow is to give people a reason to simply stay a little longer.
And build something people return to every single morning, without ever really thinking about why.
This is how a small bean shop became the third place millions of people never knew they needed.